3, 2, 1.
All right, let's get into this reading, this intuitive reading for Chris Sales. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot and sometimes it's not. You got to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. All right, thank you, ancestors moving in love and light. Chris Sales. All right, these two cards want to come out. So Spirit is acknowledging that he has a lot to say, but he also has a lot of emotions. And Spirit is acknowledging that this has to do with just people in his circle who he thought he could trust. And now he feels like they've turned on him. He even feels like he's been turned on by family because his dog is barking at the tree. Trees represent ancestral energy to me. So it's like it's a lot of emotion around who he is at the core. But he is kind, tender, care, charming, a beautiful, a flirtatious, and delicious experience. Spirit is acknowledging. Spirit is also saying that, you know, he could be barking up the wrong tree. And energy is just saying like other people are barking up the wrong tree as well. And this is a dead end, a stalemate. Don't go here. Don't go there with these people. Don't go there with yourself. Like get out of that mental block. Okay. It's a lack of clarity and perspective shift is needed. Spirit is acknowledging that there's a lot of arguing in his energy field, but this is due to communication. He's trying to protect himself. With the pot calling the kettle black, hypocrisy, projection, similarity, blame, introspection is needed in order to understand. Okay. Spirit is acknowledging too that from this energy, it's time for him to move on, but he can't move on because something is blocking him from his house, which is his spiritual self being grounded, and also from his strength, which are his spiritual ancestors. Trees remind me of ancestors. So, but there's boredom and not small-mindedness here. He needs to branch out and move on. Novelty is needed. There's something putting a very bad taste in his mouth. Something, okay? It's piercing at the mouth. So something someone said, and it's piercing at the ear for me. Something he's heard makes him close his eyes. But he's trying to make lemon out of this lemonade. He's trying to be optimistic and say, you know, how do I turn this situation and make it work for me? How can I be creative in this? Okay. Spirit says split the dick. All right. There is an energy that he needs to pay attention to. Someone's going to try to manipulate your energy from the outside. Okay. From the outside world. So pay attention to that. And this is to make you be quiet. This is to make you be silenced. It's going to make you feel very busy, overwhelmed, frenzied, deadline, stress, chaos, refocus, and redo for best results. This has to do with love, but this also has to do with getting you grounded. And this is an attack. So just be careful and be mindful. Clear, cancel, and release. Protect yourself. Bind, gag, and see submission of the enemy. Anyone who tries to do and wish you harm. Okay. That's how you stop them. Moving forward, we don't accept it. Chris Sales. You need to deal with anger management. So if you're not seeing a therapist, go to a therapist. Spirit is actually also acknowledging that because of this anger management, sometimes you feel like you're falling apart, you're falling into pieces, and you're all torn up. And there's something that someone is keeping a secret, keeping you a secret. This has to deal with you being kept a secret. So inside, internally, this pain, this anger that you deal with it could be female, but keeping you a secret and not giving you enough information. Thank you, Spirit. And you're in your feelings about it. Sometimes you drink, sometimes you don't. Seriously, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. In regards to that situation, what is Chris Sales hiding? Abuse. So there was something that you could have seen, heard, or again, someone saying too much. It's abuse. Okay, so be careful with that. Deal with that. Sending you love and light. High vibrations. Spirit says that you need a spiritual bath to get this off of you. Spiritual bath really clear, cancel, and release. Allows you to get that negative energy off of you so that you can be clear and clairvoyant. Like you can hear it very, 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 very easily. And you can move in love and light. You don't have to move in the shadows. You don't have to explain anything because what is validation really? Why the hell do you care if somebody else understands you or not? Anyway, in the middle of the deck, though, there seems to be a relationship, a woo. Can you woo, woo, woo? But yeah, it's a message of love. So there's somebody coming in who want to love on you. Crystals. She might be a model who's coming in. Crystal's current energy. You know, they got all kind of models now. Be careful. There's a difference between a Facebook model, IG model, or real live model. Anyway, Crystal's current energy. Uh-oh. Thank you. It says the sage. Are you into sage? Spirit has said, are you into sage? Checking in your soul, focusing on your emotions. Could be a water sign, or just could be very emotional. Pay attention. Pay attention. Don't follow the herd. Step outside of that. Don't be like everybody else. Don't allow people to live in your mind rent-free. Shit, don't even let them live there, okay? Find somebody else's place to dwell. Don't let them do that to you. Don't let them get in your head. But the sage, cleansing my aura. I remember I kept saying clear, cancel, and release, cleansing a spiritual bath. So wise woman or man, unique perspective, guru, expert, cleansing, advice, herbs, ancient, old soul, sound judgment, rational thinking, intuitive judgment, energy, acceptance, teacher, aura. Herbs. Let's get up out of here. Crystals. Thank you. Hey. Thank you, Spirit. Full moon. They're saying that you are fully living the powers of the universe. So stay tapped in. Spirit is also acknowledging with Ogunda, stubbornness only brings unnecessary wars. So don't be stubborn, because you'll be starting a war, especially when the universe is trying to pour out a blessing. Okay, in the middle of the deck, OD. What you're not seeing, there is no easy way when pain comes from the heart. It keeps saying that you deal with a pain that's internal. Thank you, Spirit. That's internal. So deal with that. Focus on that. Heal that. Okay? Crystals. Intention. Your objective will be fulfilled at this time. Inspired intentions are like magic arrows shot into the sky. The universe is bringing you a gift. The cards just said that prior. Showing you that you're hitting your mark. Recognize that you're not the one who has to do all the work. However, others help you co-create reality. You connect to the power of your intention, sending it out into the field, then allow for synchronicity to work its magic. And this is all happening because this is the vibration that you are vibing on currently. You're into it. So let's get into it. Perhaps the good intention of others will inspire you to send out beautiful ones of your own. Own the life you want to lead and live deliberately with clarity and detachment. It can only happen with clarity and detachment. Clear, cancel, and release. Those people who are no longer serving you. Cut them off. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, crystals, moving in love and light. End of punishment. He's fighting back. He's trying to escape his mental anguish with the Eight of Swords. So if you hear him being more vocal than before, it's because he's over being a simp, Spirit is saying. Subconsciously, he's acknowledging that he has been lying to himself. He has had blocked intuition in the past. And so this is why he's revealing secrets now with the Moon card in reverse. In the middle of the deck, though, unfortunately, this is going to create more fights, more things to think about and to worry about, okay? And he's going to keep fighting back. He's going to keep fighting back, Spirit says. But with the Seven of Swords, he's going to be keep swords again. He's going to be fighting back against the lies, the manipulation, the theft, the risky behavior, and someone trying to get away with it. It's a no bueno for him. You have Spanish in your energy field, not Spanish, Latin, some type of Latin energy within his energy field. Okay. What are his biggest obstacles? Resolution, sacrifice, and arrest is a big obstacle for him. Taking a break, breaking down, and not able to follow through is a big obstacle for him. He doesn't want to feel broken. He doesn't, and this is the thing, you have to realize when to get off that ride. It doesn't mean that you're weak. Just don't allow this game of life to win that game, because that's a game, and that's not what you want. You want to release it so that you do not deal with the karma of it. Truth or not, fact or not, don't matter. Who cares? Again, you don't have to validate yourself to a motherfucker like nobody. You understand? In the middle of the deck, Judgment, clarity. He will be judging the situation. He will bring balance to the situation. He is awakening. Spirit keeps saying that. Problem solving and making a final decision about, what he's going to do moving forward in regards to whatever war or battle he's fighting internally and externally. Does that make sense? Now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does.